In this video today, I will review the recently launched Android streaming TV box from the famous SuperBox brand called Supreme.
Hey friends, this is Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews.
SuperBox is renowned for producing high-quality streaming boxes known for their stability, durability and smooth performance, free from any sort of buffering or freezing issues. This new Supreme model is the top-of-the-line flagship model from the SuperBox brand, and the standout feature is the addition of over 20 built-in apps that provide lifetime access to premium content, completely free with no subscriptions or renewals required. Now, before we dive into testing this new box, I just want to say this upfront. I am not getting paid to say nice things about this new model. This will be a true and honest review based on my personal experience with this box over the last few days. And the other important message for all my viewers is that always purchase these devices from trusted websites or official sellers. And don't take a risk with unauthorized sellers and scammers in the market selling these devices for a much lower price. The official place to buy the original SuperBox devices is mysuperboxtv.co website. That's the real deal. You'll get the authentic device, the best price, and 24/7 customer support, which is super important for these kind of devices. And I'm happy to inform you that at my special request, I was able to get an exclusive discount promo code from the SuperBox company for all my viewers. You'll find the official store link and the promo code right here on the screen and also in the description of this video below. Now let's first do the unboxing to check out the contents in the box, and then I will connect it with my monitor and start testing the different functions and features of this new SuperBox Supreme Android streaming TV box. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so this is all you get inside this box. This is standard SuperBox packaging. So basically what you get is the user manual, the user guide to set it up. You get two cables. This is the HDMI cable to connect this box with your TV. You also get the power power cable to connect this with power. This is a 542 amp power plug. Then you get this voice input, Bluetooth, RC200 SuperBox remote control. This is a standard SuperBox remote control that you would find in with most of the SuperBox devices, so nothing special. And then finally you have the SuperBox Supreme device, very similar to some of the previous SuperBox models. I think the casing is exactly the same as some of the previous models. Metallic alloy casing. You've got the name of the brand right on top. You've got two antennas for Wi-Fi. It comes with Wi-Fi 6, so should be getting very strong Wi-Fi connection. So in terms of the front, so you've got the name of the brand on top, you've got the name of the model on the front, you've got the IR LED indicator, you've got the power button, and then on the left side you don't have anything. On the right side you get some connections. So you have the TF card or the SD memory card. You have two USB slots. This is a 3.0, this is the 2.0 USB slot. You get the restore or the reset button as well. And at the back you have the DC for power. Then you've got the IR for the if you want to connect another remote control, the IR remote control. You've got the AV in for the audio visual. You've got HDMI connection for this cable. Then you have the Ethernet cable for internet. You've got the optical audio slot as well. So very similar to some of the previous SuperBox models in terms of the outside, the casing. Now what I'll do is basically take this out, connect it with my TV or the monitor, and then we start testing the different functions and features of this new SuperBox Supreme TV box. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I've switched on this SuperBox Supreme device. It takes around 30 seconds for the device to power up. There is an intro video that plays first, and then basically the system starts and takes us directly to the main home page or the landing page. So this user interface looks exactly the same as some of the previous SuperBox models, especially the Elite series, the Elite Ultra, Elite Pro, Pro Plus, that series, exactly the same user interface, and the functions and features are exactly the same. In fact, even the processor, the hardware, exactly the same. The only upgrade that has been done on this model is addition of newer and more premium content applications. Almost around 25-26 apps that are available on this new SuperBox Supreme model. Alright, so this is the main home page or the landing page. Now, if you are not very familiar with the SuperBox Elite series or the SuperBox devices, I'll just spend a few minutes on explaining the layout of this main home screen. So on the top left, you can see that you've got the weather, you've got connectivity. Now I've connected my device here with the Ethernet cable, but you can also connect this with the Wi-Fi. It's got Wi-Fi 6, so you get very fast connection. You have the option of connecting external devices through the Bluetooth. So the remote control which is connected with this box is actually connected through the Bluetooth. Now on the main screen on the right side, you just have an image, so it doesn't basically, it's not a clickable image. On the left side, you've got these 8 big icons, and then you've got 6 small icons. Now the 8 big icons are 6 of them are fixed. So the live TV app takes you into the live TV applications. The VOD link takes you to all the applications that gives you video on demand movies and TV series. Then you've got a playback, you've got the internet browser, you've got all apps. So this apps icon basically takes you to all the apps that are installed on this, and then you also have the App Store. These two are customizable icon, so you can change this to a different application if you want. You simply need to just bring the cursor onto that and click on the menu button, and then it goes away, and then click on the add button and look for the app that you want to bring up on the main screen as your favorite. It's a very convenient feature. You don't have, if you have some applications that are frequently used, then you can just set it up as your favorites. So you've got these 2 plus the 6 below. These are a total of 8 spaces where you can add your favorite apps. The most frequently apps, you just put it there. So instead of actually going into the all app view, you can bring it on this main page and directly access those apps through this page. All right, and then as I said, these are the 6 shortcut apps that you can change. You can add any of these. Just press on the menu button on the remote, and then it removes that icon, and then press on the plus button to bring it back. All right, so right at the bottom, the first icon at the bottom left is your settings. It basically takes into the standard settings of the Android operating system or the Android 12 system on this device. Again, these are very standard features. You've got the connectivity, then you've got Bluetooth connection. You can connect external devices. You can set up your, sign into your account, the Google account. You've got all app view, and then you've got some device preferences, right? So this is how it looks. This is a setting button. The next one is the folder. This is the file folder. So if you've connected any external USB flash drive, or you have saved any files on the internal storage, you can access those files through the file explorer. This is clean memory. Internet, you can also run the internet speed test. This is basically, this button here is basically allows you to uninstall apps. You've got voice assistant, and then this keyboard icon basically allows you to set up more shortcut applications. So basically, when you click on it, you have these 10 numeric buttons on the remote control, and what you can do is you can against each of these buttons you can set up favorite applications. So for example, you can set up YouTube on number 1, and when you click on number 1 on the remote control, it takes you to the YouTube app directly. So there is a lot of convenience built into this. It's very user friendly. It's a plug and play device. You don't really have to be a tech savvy person to operate this device. Just connect it with power and connect it with internet, and then you should be able to enjoy all these premium apps on this device. So this is the main home page or the user interface, and then I wanted to show you the apps. So you click on the apps icon, then it basically takes you to the full app view, and then you can just look at all these apps. Now most of these were pre-installed, but there were some extra ones that I installed later on just for the test today. And then you also have the App Store. Now the interesting bit with the App Store is you do get the standard Google Play Store, but there are 2 more app stores available in this box, and these would allow you to install premium content apps and other applications without even logging into any of their accounts. Unlike Google Play Store, where you have to log into your Google account, with the other 2 app stores you don't have to do that. Simply go into these apps and download the applications that you want. There is another one which is called APK Pure. This is an app that I have installed. This is what I prefer to install applications, especially the Android apps on any of these devices. It's very quick to kind of download and install. So there's another option with that as well. Plus so many other functions and features, right? Again, I've installed some extra ones just for the test today. So this is the overall look and feel. Looks very similar to some of the such devices, streaming devices in the market today. Now, this device has basically 2 broad functionalities. One is that this is a regular Android box that allows you to download and enjoy different apps on this device like YouTube, Netflix, Disney+, HBO, different types of games, social media apps, and many more. Now, the main attraction in this box is the built-in free-for-life premium content. But unfortunately, I cannot show any of those apps in this video due to the YouTube restrictions. But if you want to watch the complete uncensored video showing all those premium apps, you can scan the QR code on the screen or click the link labeled as complete review video in the description below. In this video here, I will focus on the basic functionality of this Android TV box. So the first thing I would like to test is the internet speed. Now you can connect this device to internet through the Wi-Fi 6 option or by connecting the physical Ethernet cable. Now I've connected the device with my Ethernet internet cable and we're getting close to 800 Mbps download speed on this box, which for me is more than enough to even stream 8K videos or play graphic intensive heavy online games. Alright, so now let's test the YouTube app. Now this is a 4K video and I wanted to check if this device is able to play 4K videos. Alright, so it's able to play. Let's check if it is playing in 4K. No, it's 720p, so let's take it to 2160p, which is 4K, and let's see if it plays. And the contrast is 15,000 to 1. Yeah. Which means that you can use this projector during. So plays quite nicely, very smooth. Even when playing 4K output, there is no buffering or lagging of any sort, which is good news. It's very, very important for any of these devices to be able to play high definition videos on the YouTube app, because YouTube is one of the most frequently used video apps in the market today. So quite happy to see that the YouTube app is able to play the 4K output content very nicely, very smooth. All right, let's come out of it now. As I said earlier, there are other applications pre-installed like Netflix. I don't have the login details for these applications, but if you have, you can simply just install those applications. These are pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about installing some of the standard ones like Netflix and Disney Plus and Prime Videos. Just come in, log into the applications and then start enjoying it. You've got Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, Prime Videos, and some of the other applications as well. Now I'm just opening it for the first time, so some of these apps might need to be updated, refreshed, but so this is how kind of standard these applications are. So the next one I would like to actually test is just see if I'm able to play some of the video files that I have on a USB flash drive that I've connected. So let's go into the file explorer. I've got my USB flash drive here, and then I've got a sample videos folder. Now I've got video file. These are test video files of different output quality. So I've got a 4K at 24 FPS, and let's see if we are able to play this one. All right, so no issues, no trouble at all. Again, this is just 24 FPS, so it's not a big deal. Let's try to up the ante with 30 FPS, so 4K playing at 30 frames per second. Again, very smooth, very quick to load as well. Now let's exit. and let's play one of the 60 frames per second. So 4K at 60 FPS. So let's see if this is playing. Yeah. So again, it just opens the video files very quickly, instantly. In fact, it doesn't take much time. Even if it is a heavy video file, it opens very quickly and starts playing, and very smooth. As you can see, the 4K 60 FPS videos are playing quite nicely on this device. All right, so that's basically, I would not go beyond 4K 60 FPS on any of these devices. And the output quality generally is very good. Even if you put this on a 4K TV, 4K 60 FPS is the best that you can get. I have one of the 8K video sample files, so let's see if we can play that. Alright, so surprisingly, this device is even able to play 8K video files. Now, this is a very heavy 8K video file, a test file that I have, which I test on most of these devices. And as you can see, it's very nice. Again, the file was quite quick to load when you click on the file, and then as you see, it's very smooth. It plays very nicely. There is no drop frames or any kind of lag or buffering when playing 8K video files. So surprisingly, this device is able to play 8K video files as well. Alright, so now let's go back to the main home page, and what else can we test now? As I said earlier, you can actually install games on this device. You can connect external game pads or joysticks through the Bluetooth connectivity, or even with the USB flash drive if it's a hardwired joystick. So just keep in mind that this is a very basic graphic TV box. So while you can play games, just avoid playing very heavy and graphic intensive games on this device. But as I said earlier, the overall gameplay experience, I've tested some of these games earlier, and the overall gaming experience is not that bad, to be honest. Alright, so let's get into some of the specifications of this device. I've got the AIDA64 installed, and we'll do a quick overview of the system specification. So within the system, you can see it's a SuperBox Supreme model. It's got 4 gigs of installed RAM and about 128 gigs of internal storage. The Bluetooth is 5+, and these are some of the other standard features. Now the CPU, it's the all-winner H3136616, just like the other previous SuperBox devices. It's got 4-core processor with a max speed of 1512 megahertz, and then if you look into the display, as I said earlier, depending on the monitor you connect, I've connected a HD monitor, and that's why we're getting 1920 and 1080p. But if you connect this with a 4K or an 8K monitor, then you'll see a higher resolution number here. Again, this has a 60 refresh rate, and Mali G31 is your graphic processor. As I said earlier, it's not a very graphics strong processor. It's got just 1 core, so as I said earlier, avoid playing heavy graphic intensive games on this device. And then in terms of the Android operating system, this is Android 12, API level is 31, and then obviously you can see all the other specifications. If you have any questions around the specifications or any of these applications, do drop a question in the comment section below, or you can even contact me directly on my WhatsApp account. Alright, so this is AIDA64. Now, for those of you who wanted to know what is the Geekbench score, I did a quick Geekbench test earlier, and I can show you now. Keep in mind that this has the same hardware, just like other other SuperBox devices, exactly the same hardware. It's getting 110 on the single core and 379 on multi-core, which is very similar to most of the previous SuperBox devices, because the hardware is exactly the same. And then as you go down, you get to see some other specifications in terms of the operating system, the processor, memory, and then details around the single core performance. And as you go down, you also see details around the multi-core performance. Alright, so the last thing I would like to show you on this device is this feature called mobile screen mirroring. Now you can use the Google Cast option within the system for Android devices, and for your iPhone or the iOS devices, you can do the screen mirroring through any of the applications. I'm going to use the AirScreen. It's one of the applications I prefer. Once you open the app, what you need to do is basically on your iPhone, just from the top right, drop down to the settings and look for screen mirroring. Click on screen mirroring, and then within that you should be able to see an option called AS SuperBox Supreme AirPlay. Click on that, and then in a few seconds you should be able to see the screen of your mobile mirrored onto the screen of your TV. There you go. So quite nice, very quick. You can obviously use this. This is a very nice and handy feature, especially if you want to put your private gallery or videos and images or pictures and share it with your family on the screen. There's so many other very useful feature to have. And the good thing with this feature, and I've been testing this, is that there is absolutely no lag between the movement on the iPhone and the movement on the screen. So on the screen, when you, for example, I'm testing this on Instagram, when you move the screen on your mobile, it moves exactly at the same time on the screen of the TV as well. So some of the other devices I've tested, there was a bit of lag, but in this particular model, hardly any lag between your mobile screen movement and the movement on the screen of your TV. So overall, the SuperBox Supreme comes packed with a wide range of apps, but the real standout feature is the access to the premium content apps completely free for life. That alone makes this device a total game changer. So if you're in the market for a powerful, reliable Android TV streaming box with no freezing, no buffering, and top-tier performance, I would recommend this one. So if you want to get one, just scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description below. That will take you straight to the official store where you can buy this new SuperBox Supreme Android TV box. And of course, don't forget to use that promo code to unlock your special discount. That's it, friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys.